Today is my 75th round of chemotherapy today, but we want to thank you all so much for watching this week's vlog after this, and then you'll see me getting transferred out of this chair, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Today is January 11th, and meaning that it is almost time for another little weekly vlog. So, I kind of want to say the rundown for the past few days, like knowing some footage and some things, and just mainly two big points. Finally, this year is starting to come around. At the beginning of the new year, everyone knows the past two videos that I published have been absolutely horrible. And then a video a few days later, on January 3rd or 4th, you find that there is another YouTube video that just says, oh, our Happy New Year didn't go too well, so that was awful. And then another video pops up about how the new year went even worse, and it was just a simple discussion video talking about everything, and now this is another discussion video. We apologize, but with some actual footage maybe to back it up. So in the first few days of the new year, on Monday, we did not have to go to school. Yeah, ice and everything, so they didn't want to send us to school, so we had school off of Monday. But these past 2 days have been going pretty okay. Friday was yesterday, and we had a half day. In the first period, we took apart, or we got rid of all the clay on our mannequins. There was so much clay on mine. Matthew literally had to grab the whole paper towel and just chuck it in the trash. So there was different muscles and lungs and things, and it wasn't too hard. The brain was the hardest though, since it was tightly impacted and it was deep into the skull with all the clay. Matthew literally had to dig his finger and he had to pry it out. He's been there for a good minute trying to do that. So that was the hardest thing. The lungs and the heart were pretty easy to get out and everything. But now, time to share that footage. After that, we gotten home at 12:30. Mom was already home, and we talked about funny things and fun things, helped her put things on with stamps. And before that, I had gotten a Crown Rare Mew, which is what my daughter had gotten on her tablet. We had pulled a freaking Crown Rare Mew, which is absolutely incredible, and we were so shocked. And Mom had thought something bad had happened. She's like, is everything okay? And like, yeah, we're fine. And I just had discussed, oh yeah, I just put a very epic card. So, then, after that, when we had helped Mom build a little tractor for the baby shower on January 25th, coming up close, we had, saw snow, and while checking the mail, we were like, oh my god, like, guys, it's snowing, like, and then Matthew and me took a lot of videos, so, a few videos, not crazy, but it was absolutely crazy to actually, like, walk outside in the snow and be outside in the snow, because ever since my injury, which is almost 4 years in this September, we had seen the snow, Matthew had walked in the snow, and it was super cool to actually just be outside, in the snow and experiencing it and taking pictures. So we'll show those videos and these pictures here. Look what it's doing. It is snowing. Can my camera focus? I think here it'll focus way better. Look at it. It's snowing. I can actually walk through sort of some snow. Ugh. It's already slick. Ew, I'm getting snow all over my face. And me. There's snow dough. It's That's Grandma's garden with the snow. This pretty snow. I wonder if y'all can see it. This snow. We are reattempting going out in the snow. It snowed a bit more, but nothing major. I can already tell there is. It's so weird. Keep in mind, guys, it last snowed. I'll say it after a car runs. So it last snowed. If you can't tell, it last snowed when like 1,000 days ago. It snowed in November because I posted a story, but from there on out, it hadn't snowed much, and that snow only stayed a day. But the last time it actually really fully snowed like this and stuck was when I was barely 1 year paralyzed and my quadriplegic. So that's a long time. So yay, snow. It was amazing to finally feel that feeling of normalcy. Yeah, we didn't start our day out with horrible news. Mm-hmm. We didn't end the day with horrible news. We weren't in a crappy mood. Actually, I was in the best mood I've been in. Nice. For Donny, we'll talk about a fun little crafty, cute pillow moment.
So I'm just going to talk about...
I love how you barely see his legs.
Talk about a cute moment that happened literally yesterday, Friday. Was I finally got all my crafts that I made in my first period class, Miss O'Shells. And I got my crafts, my pillow. Obviously I didn't craft them, my wife did. She's wonderful at it. Thank you. So pretty much I got my crafts and I was going to show them to Mom. I was like, Mom, would you like to see my crafts? And she said, oh, you made crafts? And she gave me, let me see them. And she's so excited already. And she was looking through them and she went, wow, these are awesome and everything. And then she got to my beautiful tissue packet. It was beautiful. Sydney credited it. But my tissue packet was very wonderful and good. And then she was like, and she, wow, is this your tissue packet? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, me and my wife created it and everything. And she, wow, this is awesome. And she said, I love it, baby. It looks so good. It's so smooth. It's wonderful. She kept saying, she's like, oh, if you have more playtime in the class, can you make me one? And I was like, oh, sadly, today was the last day of the first semesters and we're going into the second semester in 2 more weeks this year. Oh, and she, oh man. And I was like, but you can have this one. And she, oh, really? She's so cute. And I was like, yeah, I don't mind. And she said, oh, and she, thank you. It's literally the cutest shit ever. It made me so warm and fuzzy inside. But she was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing and everything. I was like, oh, I searched it and everything and stuff. And she's like, oh my gosh, and this is awesome for the first time. And it's wonderful work. It looked like a pro just did it, even though we're starters. We've only been in that class for 5 months, maybe. And she, thank you. And I gotta find something special to put in it. It's fucking cute. So the first one we have is a bell one. It's just shaped like a bell and it has some fuzzy material. My wife created this one. It's silver and fuzzy to create a warmth, a warm pad for me to lay on during chemotherapy, transfers, or anything like that. And it's just something comfy for me to lay on. The second one is another bell-like shape. It is not a mat, it's just a Christmas ornament that we can hang up on a tree or something. It has a bunch of it's also kind of silver, but with a certain circular pattern. It's really, really shiny. So we have that one. Then the third one is the M pillow. It looks like an H, but when sewing, the opening became less pointier and more wider. So it looks like an H, but it has eyeballs, bunch of big eyeballs and little eyeballs. And the next one is a pumpkin. This pumpkin has a kind of leafy, kind of green, light green pattern of a nose and eyes and a cool little looking mouth. And then it has zigzag stitching all across it, and it's just one little tiny piece of fabric / threading. It is a really simple basic project, but it's something quick we made for Halloween. The other one is another pumpkin for Thanksgiving.
But it's deflated as fuck.
It's deflated. My wife wasn't able to get to it. She was working on all the other big projects and other things, but it is just basically with elastic in the insides of it, and she had to tug on them and pull on them to sew them. She also stabbed the living hell out of a stem to keep it inside the pumpkin.
As he showed me it and Sydney had done the full inflated pumpkin, I was like, oh, because it fully completely deflated. This is Donny's. And Sydney's sad. Alright. Beautiful, lovely pumpkin.
Just deflate. Those are all my art thingies that me and my wife created inside the class. Basically, that's all our creations. Appreciate you for hearing my little cute moment, and I will be gone.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
So, Donny had to share his beautiful, lovely creations with us, but we want to say thank you all for watching this week's vlog, and we'll see you next time. Bye!